And now, you're tuned into Tampa Bay's RBLR Sports.
Hi, hello, how are ya? My name is Liz, and this is Tom, my co-host, and this is RBLR Sun, as I'm too far away from the camera because I didn't move my microphone close enough.
Hi.
Yeah. To our new listeners, welcome, and thank you for joining us. For all that are returning, thank you for coming back, and make sure to like, subscribe, do all the thingies so that you never ever miss an episode and you stay up to date on all the newest Sun stuff, because my God, stuff is coming every single day. We are so spoiled. What are we gonna do next year? Next year, like nothing's gonna. Well, no, there'll be like player swappings, I guess. Swappings, tradings.
Yeah.
I know soccer words. I'm so professional.
Next year, players will leave and come in. So that should
Oh
be
my
twice
God.
the news, right?
Yes, this is true. All right, Tom, how are you doing today?
I'm doing really good. I'm feeling it. It's like you said, every day. It's been a big week to be a Sun fan here, baby. They're
Especially
spoiling
today.
us, you know?
Especially today. Oh my goodness.
Yes. No, I'm excited. They're hooking us up.
Yeah, for realsies. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but let's recap what we're going to talk about today. We've got the TST review, which we totally forgot about in the last episode.
Yep, we were going to preview it, but hey.
But we had so much stuff to talk about. We were too excited. So looks like preseason starts July 1st.
Yep. And that's actual like get together, kick a ball preseason for the whole league. So
okay, all right. Didn't read the note on that. I'm sorry. And then the biggest news.
Yes.
We're on Peacock, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, all games, home and away, and playoffs.
We're just like the Premier League.
We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah. Oh my God. When I tell you I was losing my shit this morning, like that's an understatement.
Yeah.
And then we did have a couple of new signings, and a couple of stolen signings.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
Yeah, I'm a little beat up about this one. We'll get to it, but one team in particular in the league now has my eternal and undying hatred, and they're going to have to deal with that.
Okay, so quick recap of TST. We played Soccerhead. We lost on Friday. We played NC Courage. We won.
Beat them.
It was very exciting. Played Burnley. We won.
Beat them.
Made it to the semifinals. Played the U.S. women's national team. Lost. But oh my God, they had like 19 players. They had so many subs. It was it was an interesting lesson playing the U.S. women's national team, because usually I am the women's national team. Like that's who I'm rooting for. So I'm like, oh, well, this is different and sad.
Yeah, it was making me feel some complicated emotions for sure.
Yeah, I was like, but that's Ali Krieger. I love her. She is a goddess. I can't root against her.
Yeah,
I can root against Ali Long though.
Yeah, it was a full tournament, wasn't it?
Tom, how did you feel about TST? I thought it was. Oh, we had a delay. I apologize. Things. Okay, Tom, how did you feel about TST?
I'm a TST truther. I'm a TST addict. I love the thing. I play 7-a-side soccer. I was big into the indoor league for a while when we had that with the Tropics. There's something really special to me about small-sided ball. It's so quick. It's so exciting, you know. So to see a Tampa Bay Sun team, not the Tampa Bay Sun team, but a Tampa Bay Sun team, and our coaching staff up there. Denise was there. Eric was there. So it was maybe a look into what they want to implement going forward. I mean, if you've seen any USF games recently, she's been the coach there for the past like 15, 20 years. If you've seen a USF women's game ever, you kind of got an idea what the Sun want to do. But I like the way it looked. It took them a little bit to get involved in it. We lost to Soccerhead because it looked like they didn't know what they were doing. Mm-hmm. But then I think some of that Denise flavor started to fill in. We got the wingbacks pressing up hard. We were causing turnovers. We were making issues happen, and that's kind of what we want to do, I think, as a team. And that's why you see so many of these kind of attacking midfielders and wingbacks on the roster so far right now for our Super League team, is because we want to press up the wing and make things really uncomfortable for the other team. And that's what we did against NWSL's North Carolina Courage, against the English Burnley FC, and that's how we beat them. So I feel really good about it. Would have loved to come away with the Millie, but all in all, we're the only Super League team to have played a game, and much less won one. So I'm stoked about it. We're out there, man.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, we played pretty well. I was really proud of how we played. It was really fun to hear coach screaming on the feed saying, "Get to focus."
You're gonna hear a lot more of that.
Losing my shit. I was watching the game I had the playing in my phone in the car because I had to drive at that point in time, and I was losing my shit just listening to that, being like, "Oh my god, I love her already. She's gonna be great." Listening to her from the sidelines is gonna be a real treat. It's gonna feel like listening to Neil Collins again. I feel like.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's gonna be Denise. Yes.
You want a coach you can hear, you can get behind as a fan, even much less a player. You know, somebody who cares as much as we do.
Yeah, that's really what it is. It's like she you could hear her the whole feed for the most part. She was like, she did not give up. She had as much, fight in her as the players did, I feel like.
Yeah, and it could have been so easy to, after the first game, losing to a no-name team in soccer, and they played really well, not to discredit them at all, but they're not Burnley, they're not the North Carolina Courage. They're not the U.S. women's national team. Yeah. But to come out and play kind of an uninspiring game to open the tournament, everybody involved could have packed it in and said, "Hey, this isn't my team. I don't play for the Sun. What do I got to do this for?" But she kept them going. She kept things very, very interesting. So that's awesome for us. I can't wait to hear that on the sideline at Riverfront Stadium come August.
Yeah, and I mean, also, if you're gonna lose to a team, like if it's the women's national team, is not a terrible team to lose to. I mean,
yeah, yeah, they got the depth, they got the skill, they got the name recognition. They
have Michelle Akers. She was working with them, and I'm just like, starry-eyed. Oh my god.
We're just a baby. We did really well for a baby.
I know. Yeah, I love it. I'm glad. I hope the front office is happy with how much marketing they did, because I think it was great. Because I mean, like you said, we're the only USL team putting stuff out, doing stuff like this. So
constantly, we're the first to do something. We're the first to sign a player, first to have a stadium, first to have a coach, first to have a logo, first to play a game. Now we keep leading the way. First to win the league. First to go undefeated.
Okay, someone can come back and quote me on this when we eventually lose, because I just jinxed us, but that's okay.
Hey, we look good. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, I can't wait for the kits. The kits were not bad. I wish they had done so they did like a yellow, it's just like a pretty generic yellow top and shorts. I'm really hoping they do like a yellow top and navy shorts, or some kind of like all color combo, because I feel like when you did the all yellow it was a little boring.
I don't hate all yellow. I'm not a big fan of monochrome kits, but I think if you go all yellow,
for away.
Yeah.
Not for home. Home needs to be zhuzhed up.
Yeah. Zhuzhed. Good phrasing. But yeah, I think if you break it up with like different colored shorts or different colored socks, that's how you create kind of that iconic look. Like there's some teams out there where you just see the silhouette or whatever of the jerseys, and I know who I'm looking at,
Yeah.
I mean, the Rowdies, obviously, with the hoops. It's nobody else in the world does that. But there's so many other like a white blue. It's like, that's Tottenham, right? I don't watch enough Tottenham. Sorry. But there's some teams where you know who you're watching just looking at that. And I think we get creative. We're gonna have nice kits,
Yeah, and I kind of liked the shade of yellow. I'm looking at it now. It was a little bit paler, a little bit more orangey almost than our actual logo. So I like that we're kind of going outside the color scheme. I also, and I couldn't remember who it was, so that's why I wanted to go look it up really quick. I really liked our front jersey sponsor. It's the Visit Tampa Bay with the little like pirate key thing.
Yeah.
Looks freaking phenomenal on the front. I love it. Like sometimes you get a jersey sponsor and it just looks horrid. I'm looking at you, Hard Rock, because you looked. We love the money you gave the Rowdies, but also you looked terrible on a jersey. Oh my god. But the Visit Tampa Bay are so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have your your team name on the front of the jersey.
Yeah, that's true.
So that helps.
That is pretty lucky.
Yeah.
I truly hope that is our actual front jersey sponsor because
Yeah. I'm sure they threw some money at the team to go represent up in Cary.
yeah.
But I mean, I just want a front jersey sponsor that looks good. Make it one color and blend into the jersey. Don't make it about you, corporation, whoever you're gonna be. Just help us out here. We'll like you more if you make the jersey look good. I'll use your goods and services if the jersey looks good, whatever they might be.
Yeah, that's valid.
So yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like as silly as it sounds, I remember like when I got my car for the first time, my first car, it had Continental tires, and the only thing I remember is like, oh, Tobin Heath, she did a commercial for Continental tires. They must be pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not immune to advertising, all right?
Yeah.
Feed us that slop. Come on.
I mean, also, oh my God, feed us that slop. Oh, Tom. We're professionals here. Come on now.
Look, we don't have any sponsors as RBLR.
Ooh, good point. We're not that professional. We can say whatever we can mostly say. Yeah, yet. That's right. Super producer Eureka says yet.
Yes. And whoever you end up being, I'll shill for your goods and services so hard, man.
Absolutely.
You're gonna regret not doing it sooner.
Honestly. Yes, come sponsor us if you'd like. We'll say that we like your thing. Most likely. Like unless you're something bad, then we'll probably just be like, nah, we're good, man.
Yeah, great tires. I love tires.
Yeah, tires are cool. I don't know. I don't know. But I just sorry to get off on such a tangent, but it's cool. Like the Visit Tampa Bay being the front logo sponsor. I do hope that is the actual. It looks great. You can put it in any color and it will kind of just blend in, I feel like, because it's an all one color logo. I feel like I've talked a lot about the kits, and it's mostly because I want kits.
Yes.
So badly. You know what it is? I just want merch. I want merch out the wazoo. I want to wear something Sun every day, like every single day. Like I was thinking about this the other day because I have so much Rowdy's gear, and I'm like, oh, I could wear this Rowdy shirt. I could wear this Rowdy shirt. And I'm like, oh, I wish I had more than just two.
Yeah.
And I know they have like a whole bunch, but like I'm not wearing a sweatshirt. It's June. I don't remember what month it was.
We're going to be playing games we take a break during December and January, but you'll want it in
November.
You want it in March, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's okay. That's valid. But like right now, I can't wear that.
Yeah. Give me a polo. I don't even wear polos. I'll wear one to work.
I think they have a polo.
Okay. Well, that's on me then.
And at some point, they're going to be at Amelie. I remember seeing that in an email, but of course, I am just thinking of it now, and I did not go back and check to see when they're doing this. But I think they said they're going to take over Amelie for a little bit and like to advertise because the other store is in Wesley Chapel, and no one wants to drive there.
Yeah. So it was a good tournament. We did really good. I mean, we did better than most of the teams technically, right?
Yeah.
We made it the semis.
Yeah.
So that's I think that's just getting into the tournament is a statement of intent. It's a statement of the ambition we have as a club. Nobody's doing it like us. It's a real slap in the face of Carolina Ascent. What's up, guys? That's your backyard. Where were y'all? And yeah.
Well, I don't think Courage would have wanted another Carolina team.
Oh, that's where they were. Bullied out by the NWSL team. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, look.
That's
actually,
cute. We don't do that.
No, we don't get bullied. We don't do that. We do the bullying.
Yeah.
Bullied my cat just now. I'll do it again if you want. He's sleeping.
No, don't. He's so cute. No fat.
Yeah. Oh, another Super League tie-in to the TST. Burnley, who lost to us, had Amber Brooks on their team, who is signed to Dallas Trinity. So we already beat her once. We're going to see her again come August. She's gotten a taste of the sun already, and she didn't like it. So
I can't even imagine the heckling you're going to have prepared for her.
I'm going to have notes. I'm going to go back through the game tape.
Yep. Oh my God.
All the games are on replay. If you didn't watch any of the TST games, they're all on their website, tstlive.com, I think. And you can just rewatch all the games whenever you want.
Yeah, honestly, and they're worth a rewatch. I mean, our soccer head game was kind of rough, but the Courage game, the Burnley game, even the women's national team game, I really maintain that the only reason that they are, well, not the only reason, one of many reasons that they dominated was one, they had such a roster of players.
Yeah.
They had so many subs. They had more subs than any other team. They had like 19 players total.
Yeah.
I think we had maybe 15, so that's only like 3 subs when you compare to like 5. You can switch players out a lot more.
Yeah.
They also had just a lot more. I'm gonna be honest, they had more money to burn.
Yeah. They were there
So
last year. They're familiar with the format, so it's
Yeah.
not a bad team to go out on. I mean, they won the whole thing,
Yeah.
so it's a good team to go out on if you got to go out.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So, and hopefully we'll be back next year because I want to get up there. That looks like a really fun way to spend a long weekend.
It does. That would be fun. Okay, Tom, tell us about preseason. What's going on with that?
Preseason, you would think we're in preseason already, and technically you would be sort of right because teams are signing players. But the preseason, according to the league, actually starts in about 2.5 weeks, July 1st. And I think that's probably their cutoff for when you want to start having training sessions, I would imagine. So we're coming up on that now. I think a lot of teams are getting up to that 10, 11, 12 announced players mark, which makes everything feel really real when it's not just us doing our own thing and hoping everybody else tags along. Spokane's got a good group of girls. They got 2 goalies, which is really cool. They announced them both today too, which I don't know, kind of weird, but good. I guess it feeds into this sort of preseason controversy. Who's going to be GK1? Was it the first goalie we announced or the second one? We announced them on the same day. What's it mean?
Yeah.
Carolina's got a bunch of players. Fort Lauderdale's got a bunch of players. It's all starting to happen, and I think we'll start seeing that training and a little bit of training footage start to leak out, and that's when it's really going to hit for us. So hopefully we get some open preseason games too. I don't know if there's any colleges doing anything right now, but certainly maybe hit up Tampa Bay United, who are in.
I know. I didn't even think about that they were maybe open preseason games. I was like, oh, I might get to Sun sooner. Oh, I'm glad I ordered flags today. Literally today.
It should be here before July 1st, right? In spirit, they will be. We got the pirate flag. We got the season ticket holder flag.
I think it said 30 days, but we'll see. Depends on how long it takes.
Whatever. So yeah, I'm excited about preseason because you can sign all the players you want, and it's all well and good, but nothing's anything until they kick the ball, and we haven't. TST was standing. We haven't kicked the ball yet. So let's make it happen, and it's coming sooner than we all think. August is not that far off. July is not that far off at all. So excited, of course. What's the Liz? What's the big news of the day, though?
Oh my god, guys, we're gonna be streamed all games, home and away, and playoffs. This was all in the thing on Peacock.
That's right.
It's fun. Right. I'm so happy. Like I had goosebumps. I was like freaking out this morning when I was reading this. I was like, no, we're gonna be on the same broadcast streaming service as the Premier League, as Liverpool, as Manchester United. Like these are big names. Arsenal. Like this is insane. Like people who will see this. Yeah. Sorry. There are soccer fans who I'm spitting all over my mic. That's how excited I am. There are people who will see this who won't know anything about the Sun or the Super League, and they'll just tune in, and we're gonna get fans just like that. We were worried. We were so worried in the last episode. We were like, no, don't be like the NWSL where it's NWSL Plus, Ion, and then all these other ways. No, they listened,
and that gives us a huge. I don't want to use the phrase "leg up" on NWSL because the competition is so nascent. Am I saying that word right? It's so beginning. There is competition there. Let's not hesitate to confront it. But the fact of the matter is, if you're an American soccer fan, you probably got Peacock already. So this makes it so easy. You don't have to go hunting for games. You don't got to figure out where are we playing now? Where's my viewing guide or whatever? You know where the games are going to be. You can watch a Super League game really easily just by booting up Peacock, and that's so good for us as a league.
And Peacock, I'd like to argue, it's one of the more affordable streaming services. I would argue you get a little less content from it for most when you compare it to like a Netflix or a Hulu. But it is cheaper. And actually, if you subscribe, like I want to say it's like now, and then there's like, I think it's starting next month, they're going to raise the prices, but right now you can get like a whole year without ads or something like that, or their premium tier for $20. So if you just Google like Peacock deal or whatever, it's literally on their homepage for anyone who's looking, because you're going to need that in about a month and a half.
Bro, we're shilling already. Look at us, Lizzie. We're doing great.
Yep. So Peacock, if you'd like to send us money.
We get the Peacock logo on the front of the jersey, maybe, right?
Oh, but it might be on the shoulder.
True.
It might be on the shoulder because that's where the lifetime badge was for the NWSL.
Right here.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That'd be cool. I could live with that.
Yeah. So we'll see. But either way, it is a lot easier.
Awesome. It's you know what? Yeah. I have to say I'm a little like flabbergasted almost. Like how did us? The Super League? Someone no one's heard of? We're on Peacock?
We've been working with USL as an organization has been working with NBC.
Why? But then what I really don't understand is why the NWSL would choose to have so many different streaming partners. I guess like, money. But that doesn't make any sense to me. Like if us, the little baby league who has no names, like we have money to back us up, but we don't have like we have the USL to back us up, but granted we're based in ESPN plus at our highest, maybe cable if we're super lucky and the game is on what is it, whatever local cable channel,
NBC or more 32,
whatever.
And that is my only concern I have about the Peacock deal right now as it is, because it makes everything super accessible if you've got Peacock. But as it stands, there's no over the air. There's no linear TV. And I wonder if that's something where the league's going to leave it up to each team to find a local deal where, we hop on with more 32, or I hope it's them because I'm saying it. Whoever's broadcasting the Rowdies games, I watch on ESPN Plus. So
I'm fairly sure that's correct.
Yeah. So maybe we hop on with them for the for the local games. They only broadcast home games, and that's still good. It gets it out there. And then again, maybe these bigger marquee games, or once we get close to the playoffs, if they think it's doing well on Peacock, we might see a game or two, at least the championship final, I would hope, on straight up over the air NBC or NBC Sports Network. Because I think there's no reason we shouldn't be able to at least aim for that, at least hope for it.
That's wild.
Yeah. But we're a D1 league.
I know. I just keep forgetting.
We keep underestimating our league.
Does it feel real? Like it feels real, but it's not real yet.
No, we are Division 1. We're signing Division 1 players, Division 1 caliber players.
No, it's really exciting, and we're going to be on Peacock.
Yeah,
the lack of cable does kind of suck, but also like not every NWSL game is on cable, so.
Yeah. But I'm thinking maybe NBC does a lot of college football, NFL. During the sort of same time window we're going to be playing, and that's college Saturday. It's NFL Sunday. You want something on a Friday? There's a good amount of Super League games on Fridays, and that could eat up a window for NBC. So I'd like to see, not to say I'm not super stoked about the Peacock deal. I'd like to see NBC do us one extra and put a couple games here and there on actual TV.
Yeah, I bet they're gonna wait and see just how what the ratings are.
Yeah.
See if they can really actually pull some numbers.
Yeah.
But just big shout out to USL Super League for listening to this podcast. Obviously, they had to listen to this podcast. They figured it out last week, finalized it. We're just like, oh, nope, we got to make sure it's exactly what RBLR wants. Yeah. And then they did it, which was super cool. We
make good points here.
Yeah.
we also make some really dumb tangents, but we do some good stuff, I think.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Yeah.
So speaking of good stuff, other good stuff. We had a signing every day this week.
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday.
We are blessed and given so many gifts from the sun. It's wonderful.
Yes, the sun giveth. It always has since ancient times.
Yes.
But yeah, so let's cut in and we haven't been mad on this podcast yet. You know what I mean? Because we haven't lost a game. Nothing's ever gone wrong for us.
Yeah.
Let me try on being mad for a second.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right.
I got something to be mad about.
That's right.
If you remember the first time I was on the show, I spent an ungodly amount of time listing off players I want us to sign. I think we got one of them, right? Or no, we haven't got any of them yet.
No.
But you know who did get one of them? Brooklyn FC took one of my players. Brooklyn FC signed Sydney Martinez this week, Puerto Rico national team goalkeeper, former USF goalkeeper, and I could not be more irate. If you're watching this, the Sun have signed a goalie, and she's better than Sydney Martinez, whoever she is. But as it stands right now, I wanted Sydney Martinez so bad. She proved herself at an elite level, saving a penalty against Brazil in the Women's Gold Cup. She proved herself as a local player to Denise Schilte-Brown. I would assume playing for her at USF. She would be a great link to the community, being a local player. And we let her get away. We let her be the first ever player signed, men's or women's, by Brooklyn FC. And we really missed out. And I'm not gonna bring myself to be able to heckle her when she comes down here. And that's going to affect the game, I think.
And those are big words from this man, because he would heckle a ham sandwich.
Ham sandwiches have a lot to be heckled about, all right? Ham sandwiches are the ham sandwich of sandwiches. Okay, they leave a lot to be desired.
See, this man would heckle a ham sandwich.
So,
he'll heckle anyone. So the fact that he won't heckle hers is big deals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a bummer. I do hope whoever we sign for keeper must be amazing. I hope they have a 100% save percentage or something.
Yeah.
And hopefully by the time this is up and you're listening and or watching, if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. They did hint at a keeper signing on the 13th Thursday.
Yes.
At Tom's asking, because he noticed that every other team has signed a keeper but us.
Not every other team. So two teams don't have any players.
Oh, who doesn't have players yet?
DC and Lexington.
What are they? Lexington was announced so early, I feel like.
Lexington's too busy with their League One team. They may have forgotten they're supposed to be putting together a Super League team.
Oh, did the office be like, oh shit, like guys, we gotta put a women's team together real quick.
Yeah. The Super League coach just keeps showing up to Lexington's office like playing Minesweeper and Solitaire on his computer. I don't know what he's doing, but he's got no players. And then on the other side of the spectrum, I think Spokane has the most players. I think they've got like 12 or 13, and no coach. How do you even sign players without knowing who they're playing for? That doesn't make any sense to me. I feel like they're doing it all backwards.
Yeah, no, that's a thinker.
Hey.
Although, I mean, what are we doing? Not signing a keeper.
Yeah. Well, no, we got one. All right.
Yeah.
She's so good. We want to keep her secret until June 14th, which is today, Lizzie.
And I think that still only happened because you asked them to.
Yeah. I don't love bullying soccer clubs, especially my favorites, but I'll do it when it needs to be done.
Yeah. No, they'll just rearrange some stuff for us. That's fine.
Yeah. They've got the whole roster signed. It's just who they want to announce when.
Oh, I know. Can they give us that and then also numbers? Because I want to make bracelets for these players.
They deserve
and make cute graphics of like starting lineups with bracelets. But I need numbers. So get on that.
Priorities, right?
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so signings. And I apologize in advance if I mess up anyone's name, especially this first one. I'm going to do my best. Please feel free to send us a message or message me personally and tell me how to pronounce it. We watched a couple of YouTube videos for all of them. And I tried to type it out phonetically and everything. So here we go. All right, it's Wasila Diwara Soale.
Yes.
Was signed to Tampa Bay Sun FC, our wonderful team. I'm very excited. She looks freaking phenomenal. She played for the Ghanaian Ghanaian youth team. Words are hard because I'm so excited.
Slow down. Yeah, she came up the U17s in Ghana, the U20s in Ghana, a couple caps for the full national team, which is they're no slouches. Anybody who knows world football, especially the men's side, will know that Ghana can get you if you're not paying attention. Shout out to the World Cup. Yeah, she's a great signing. Inspirational, you know. I don't want to call it's inspirational to be a professional athlete, so I don't want to like throw that word around lightly. But she did the thing in Ghana, turned pro at 16 over there, and then played a good couple seasons, won some league titles in the Ghanaian league. Came over here to go to school. Got hurt while she was playing for Lamar University, and straight up thought about hanging the boots up. Away from home, injured. This sucks. What am I doing? And transferred after that to LSU in Baton Rouge, and reignited her love of the game. And thank God, because she was all SEC second team, played in every game for the Tigers in her senior year. She visits. I think she's a big part of what they did there, and that's a good SEC program that they got. I don't think she's the first LSU player in the Super League, so I'm really excited to have her in. Actually, 3-year teammate of Maya Gordon, who was recently signed by Dallas Trinity as well. So we got some real connections to Dallas already before the puck has even dropped, as they would say.
I like this because then we can be like, we have our players be like, oh, I remember her. She plays like this. We know this is how we get around her.
Yes. Yeah, we got her number now. Look out, Maya. So she's good. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep throwing some honors on her. She deserves her flowers. She had a 2-time NJCAA National Junior College All-American, which, again, I've said it before on this pod. I'll say it again. I don't care what level you play at. If you're the best in the country, you're the best in the country. So super impressive to come over here from Ghana, throw herself into academics and to playing, and come out huge. She's going to be awesome for us. I'm stoked.
Yeah. It's going to be good. And honestly, it's also interesting too, because by the amount of reception you see that the player themselves receives on like Instagram and stuff. And man, I was just clicking through her reposting every single person, just wishing her well. And it had to be at least 20 people. On Instagram, just being like, oh my God, this is so exciting. Good for you. Yay. And it's like, yeah, no, we like this. This is good energy. These are the people we want. We want people with a nice, big, supportive groups behind them too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God. When you're starting a team, you need people that people like. That way everybody can get along. It's up to this first year team to set the culture for what Tampa Bay Sun FC is going to be for ever and ever and ever. Yeah. And you bring in good players with good character, and that sets the tone for who we want to be.
For sure. All right, so that was Monday's signing. All right, then Tuesday we got Amanda Kowalski, a defender, also known as Amanda Fick. That's her married name. There she was announced as Kowalski, so we're going with that for now, unless you would like to change it and or let us know.
Yeah, she was Fick last season for the Chicago Red Stars, but she was Kowalski the previous season, and she's been announced as Kowalski for us. So it's up to her, but we're going with Kowalski because that's the most recent news release that we've gotten. By
the way, Sun, if you'd like to put out press releases, that'd be so great. Just gonna call you out on that.
Makes things easier for everybody.
Yeah, like an actual press release, like a real one, not just an Instagram post. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm stoked about Kowalski though. I hit up a big shout out to Red Stars Report at Red Stars Report on Twitter. If you care at all about NWSL, about the Chicago Red Stars, give them a follow. They're super knowledgeable. Amanda Kowalski, the most important thing you have to know about her as a fan is that her nickname is Goose. So do not call her Amanda. Do not call her Kowalski. Don't call her Fick. Just call her Goose.
Goose?
Goose! She's Goose.
Oh my God. I hope that she's lethal so that we can do like Untitled Goose Game references or something, like the goose with the knife.
Peace
like,
was
can
never
I come for you?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, that's great.
Yes, she's
these are the important things. These are the truly important things we need to know, especially game one, because then they'll know we're paying attention.
Yeah, you can read stats anywhere.
Yeah.
It takes that extra legwork to find out that Amanda Kowalski likes to be called Goose. So that's what we're getting here. Let's talk about Goose for a second. She's a Midwest girl coming down to sunny South Florida. Not really South Florida, are we?
Not even Central.
West Central. Coming down to sunny Tampa Bay. And I hope that doesn't distract her. Yeah. South Florida. Go Bulls.
South Florida. And then I went to a school south of here, but that's okay.
So she's coming down here, and I hope that's not distracting for her. because she grew up in Chicagoland, played for the Red Stars, went to college for 5.5 years at Butler in Indianapolis, I want to say. So all in all, a little bit different for your first pro team, but she's huge. I was a little bit concerned looking at her stats for the Red Stars. 2022, she was the Rookie of the Year for the team. She played the 4th most games out of any defender. She looked great. Everybody loved her. Of course, a local girl, they're gonna love her. And then in 2023, she played in about 3 games. And I was worried. I couldn't find any injuries, couldn't find out what happened there. Like, how do you fall out of favor so rapidly, so severely? And what the good folks over there at Red Star Report told me is that she got pushed out onto the bench by U.S. women's national team players. Tierna Davidson took her position. Casey Kruger took her position. Can't be mad about that. If you're going to lose your starting job, it better be to a national teamer.
Yeah, and I mean, great player to pick up then for sure. Like I was telling someone who doesn't understand this league at all. Like they don't know soccer at all, and I was just trying to explain it to them. And I'm like, we're getting all these fringe players just because there's not enough spots.
Yeah,
there's not enough spots for women in the leagues yet. There's not enough teams in the NWSL for all the women who want to play professional soccer, and we are getting all of those women who weren't seen by the NWSL, but we see them.
Yeah, that's an interesting side effect of Title IX is you get all these women's soccer teams to make up for the rosters of football teams, and then all of a sudden they graduate and they're bereft of pro teams to go play for. So you see them going to Iceland, going to Germany, going to Kazakhstan. Now they can stay here, and that's a really important part of the niche that the Super League is filling up. Is that we're giving the opportunity to these girls who have been told you can do whatever you want. We're going to give you all these resources. We're going to send you to college on a athletic scholarship, and then you're going to be forgotten about because there's no opportunities for you after that.
Yeah.
So we're doing that. If you get pushed out by a Tierna Davidson, it's not the end of the world anymore. Yeah.
Side note, it's super weird that we decided to be like, nah, no boys soccer, but men's soccer the most important. But women's soccer least important. But women's college soccer, you can have that. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
That's the federation for you, making decisions.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, did I hit? No, I hit the line. And so that was Tuesday signing. So then Wednesday we got Brooke Dedisick. Yay!
Yes. Again,
she is a defender, left back. Thank you for putting that. Very exciting. Tell me about her.
Oh yeah, I'm stoked about her in the first place because she is the first documented instance of MSP happening in the Super League. If you know, you know. But let's put it this way: she's from Arizona. And that means a lot to me personally, and some people over there in Arizona too. It's important, Lizzie. Okay, it means she's going to do good things. She's got a lot of history. She's got a lot of universal karmic powers behind her. I think.
Yeah.
By being the Arizona representative over here.
Mm-hmm.
But she's awesome. She is a first-team All-Academic. She was the Texas Tech defensive MVP her senior season. She took set pieces for them. She took corners. Goose Kowalski, she took set pieces too. So we're kind of loading up that midfield with some people who know how to strike a ball really well when it's set. But Brooke played. I mentioned, if you got nowhere to play in America, where are you going to go? Maybe Kazakhstan. Brooke did that. She went to Kazakhstan of all places. Played well out there. Yeah, served up a tasty assist in the Champions League. That's the nice thing about going to Kazakhstan is you get an easy in into the European Champions League. So she played well there for BIIK Kazigurt. She played for Kazigurt. And then she went to Duisburg in Germany, played for them. So she's got the proven pedigree just coming to us now from Aalborg. She actually played Aalborg in Denmark, Aalborg Bold Club. She played for them last Saturday, June 8th.
Oh, wow. So she's still actively playing. There's a lot of our players who are currently, they're just kind of, I don't want to say just chilling, but they're not currently signed to a team.
Yeah.
In the meantime.
Yeah, and that's something that I'm interested in is Aalborg played, and she was with them last Saturday. They've got a game this Saturday, the 15th. So I want to see if maybe she finishes up playing in Denmark right up until that July 1st preseason starts, and she comes in hot,
Yeah.
So yeah, she's good. She describes herself as a very competitive, as a perfectionist. You got to be to get to this level, especially as a defender. You got to be competitive, I think.
Yeah.
So it's good to see her come in fresh. Like I think she's gotta. So I'm excited for Brooke coming in.
Okay, and then today we had Carly Giamona.
Jamona, a good Italian girl. Finally, we get an Italian. I'm happy. I feel represented now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is one to be excited about. She is a habitual goal scorer. I think she would score goals on accident. I think you could start her in net and she would score a goal. She's 23-year-old, plays kind of on the right side as an attacking midfielder. Confident dribbling, confident with her head, confident shooting the ball from wherever, getting stuck in, scoring in the 6-yard box. She's a goal scorer, pure goal scorer. She'll do it however it has to happen.
I like it. I like a really attacking midfielder too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's gonna. I think that signing somebody like this who really likes to get up from the right side. I know we said who is it as our left back right now, Brooke. I don't think we've got anybody who primarily plays as a right back quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that will be an important part of the team given how Carly really likes to get up. She's going to need that coverage behind her. So that'll be interesting to see. Let's assume next Monday when we sign a right back.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's huge. Played for Bama for a year. Went out to Pepperdine back out west. Played for the Waves. Down there to Monterey for the Rayadas. They loved her down there. I love signing the kids from Mexico because the fans love every player. It kind of starts to seem like. But I mean, she was banging them in left and right down there in Monterey. She's banging them in left and right now for Glasgow City. Yeah, which is funny. They're like I think a women's only club in Scotland, and they've got that city derby right there in Glasgow with Celtic. So she's probably familiar with Tasha Flynn.
Interesting. I like it. I wonder if they knew these things when they signed them.
Yeah, different side. I mean, they're both attackers. So
yeah. Also, you're burying the lead there. Tell him how she's doing at Glasgow.
Oh yeah, Glasgow. She's doing okay.
Just okay.
Right now, she's played in 11 games for City, and she's only scored 8 goals in those 11 games.
Only 8.
Yeah, for one of the top teams in the Scottish Women's League. So again, she scores when she wants to. She scores when she feels like it, and she feels like it fairly often. We are getting stacked dirty nasty with goal scoring power right now. Our center midfield looks incredible. We've got more strikers, I want to say, than anybody else. And not just more. Quantity is one thing, but we have a better striking core right now that I think anybody else in Super League is going to be able to assemble from here until August. We've got pedigrees, we've got history, we've got experience. That's a big thing is experience. I was looking at the average age of all the rosters as they stand. And we are, by a full year, the oldest team in the league right now at 27 for the average age.
Interesting. And 27 is not even that old.
No.
Not for women's soccer, because you see women's soccer players playing well into like 38.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
And that's impressive for the league. How we want to build. Fort Lauderdale, I think, has an average age of like 23, 22. They've got 5, 6 of their 8 players signed fresh out of college right now. So I don't want to say I'm worried for them because those are good college players, but you gotta need some experience, and I want to see what they end up doing. But it'll be a really interesting clash of philosophies in that Florida Derby when you get a super experienced Sun squad against a hungry Fort Lauderdale United.
And then in a year we get an interesting Jacksonville team.
An interest in Jacksonville, and an interesting Palm Beach too, right?
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, we're gonna have so many Florida teams.
And we loaded down here.
Yeah.
All those away games too. I can't wait. Those are the best part. So yeah,
how far is Jacksonville? Jacksonville's like 6 hours, isn't it?
No way. Maybe 4.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad.
All right, 5 hours is like my limit.
Yeah. Don't worry, we're not doing all that.
Yeah.
We won't be going to Roswell, Georgia. They're supposed to get a team too, right?
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah,
If we do, we'll figure
there's
out.
that talk that Atlanta United might do a NWSL thing now.
That makes sense. Yeah, I could see that.
They should have had one years ago.
Oh my God, yeah. I don't know why they weren't, because that would have been a great rival for the Pride forever.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that the Pride don't really have a rival is insane.
Yeah, no Miami team, no Atlanta team.
Yeah, it's just completely like you don't want money. You hate money, I guess. All right, cool. Don't put another Florida team. No money for you.
Yeah, and who knows? We get that Women's Home Cup eventually, and we get to play the Pride. That'd be the biggest club soccer game in Florida history.
Oh my God, that would be so cool. I think wow.
Just wow. Just thinking about that.
Yeah.
Let it sink in.
It's getting real. It's getting real.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I mean, getting real. When we get our goalie signed, we can start playing around in lineup maker or whatever, and see who we want to put where. It's finally gonna happen. So I'm take a drink every time I say I'm excited for the season. But man, this team can't miss. Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. Honestly, every announcement is just more exciting than the next. It's great.
Yeah.
So that about wraps it up for us today. Remember, subscribe, go follow us on all the Twitters, the TikToks, the Facebooks, the Threads, the Instagrams, all of those things. Also plugging the Heat Wave, because I lead the Heat Wave, which is the official supporters group for the Sun. It's at the Heat Wave _ on all social medias. We have a Discord. If you can't get to it, just send a quick message to the Instagram. But make sure that you're subscribed to RBLR so you don't miss a single update on the Sun, because my God, like I said, they're coming every day. You gotta listen to us just to make sure you catch them all,
because you might miss.
Yeah,
it'll happen.
But the Sun don't miss.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. We love you. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into this presentation by RBLR Sports. On your way out of the stadium, please remember to like and subscribe.